Well, after the previous video, we discussed reservation single, reservation. In this video, we will make a second reservation, where the reservation is directly checked in, aka we say walk-in guest, a reservation that goes directly to being a guest. Either from the dashboard, you can select front desk booking. From the three choices here, choose the walk-in guest, add walk-in guest. Okay, let's click. Instead of the single reservation, the walk-in guest has fewer forms to fill because some of the inputs in the single reservation don't used here. For example, the segment must use walk-in. There is only one clear room, so we only fill in the PX name and the rate used by walk-in and the note from the guest. Okay, let's try from this input. For example, we choose Miss Seymour, the number of PX is 1, we choose the rate from this option, publish, then, we write a note, for example room only, okay, the same as in the single reservation below. There is also other information but we can ignore it, we submit it immediately, after, we submit. After we submit it is the same as what we did in the single reservation, we choose the room type from the walk-in, for example we choose deluxe. It turns out that there are two types of deluxe rate. If we don't choose deluxe, there are two rates. Let's try to choose for example this standard double, because there are no rooms available then no data available in the table. Why? Because if the walk-in is used, the current status is VC or vacant clean. That type is VC, so you can't choose from walk-in, there must be a VC option like this VC, so I chose superior earlier, superior, so there are two choices for VC, but if we choose another type, for example, if there are two rates, he told me to choose rate first, after that, we just choose the room, but if we don't choose the rate, for example, we only have one choice, then, we choose superior and choose the room. Just because this was walk-in, the current status must be vacant clean. For example, we choose superior and continue to choose this 104 select room, even though we didn't select rate automatically. Rate has been selected by default because there is only one option. So the rate is immediately available, namely earlier, Miss Seymour, check-in check-out today. There is no choice like in single reservation because if possible it would have been that day, then room 104 superior earlier that we chose rate will be automatically filled in like this because by default we will learn how to make rate in marketing in the next videos and setup in marketing regarding contract rates and so on we will learn later. Okay, what's the difference between a single reservation and a walk-in guest? When we check for additions at walk-in guest then on the booking list the position is directly checked in, so this kind of thing only goes through the booking list and becomes a guest in house. We can click this or select click this. Let's choose this. Let's try to find Miss Seymour. Here she is automatically already here, so when she was booked she was already in a check-in position because she walked in, she immediately took a position at the guest in house then Seymour was here. If we saw what we saw here, the automatic status of the in-house rate is already 500. This segment immediately walks in because I made a reservation using add walk-in. He immediately chooses in walk-in and so on. We have chosen 104 earlier, and so on. About editing the guest in house itself we will discuss it in another video. Okay, like that walk-in guest, so it's only one step, you go straight from the reservation go straight to the guest in house. That's how to walk-in. It's simple and everything has been filled in. Thank you, hopefully it's useful.